Lee was feeding his new wife when his son Wang and his girlfriend showed up at the door after such a long time. Surprised, Lee looked up and said, "Son, why are you here all of a sudden?" Wang smiled and said, "Dad, isn't today your birthday? I brought my girlfriend so we could celebrate with you." Not knowing his father had remarried, Wang looked a little puzzled and asked, "Dad, who is this woman?" Lee stammered, "Oh, this is your stepmother, son." Wang blinked in surprise and said gently, "Oh, okay. By the way, where's Grandma?" At that moment, Lee and his wife exchanged a quick, frightened look, but Lee immediately forced a smile and replied, "Oh, she's resting in her room." Wang, excited, called out cheerfully, "Grandma, come outside. I brought your favorite treat. Let's eat together." But before anything could happen, Lee's wife stepped in with a cold tone. "Son, why waste your money on that old woman? You should spend it on me and your dad instead." Wang froze, confused by her words, but before he could say anything, she quickly told him to sit down and eat. Grandma slowly came out of her room, her face lighting up with pure joy at seeing her grandson again. Wang smiled with love and said, "Grandma, I brought your favorite eggs." But just as Grandma took her first bite, Lee's wife stormed out angrily, yelling, "You old lady, who gave you permission to sit at the dining table?" Even Lee raised his voice, frowning. "Mom, you know that's not where you're supposed to sit." Then, without hesitation, Lee's wife grabbed Grandma's arm, dragging her away and forcing her to sit on a small plastic stool. Watching this unfold right before his eyes shattered Wang's heart. Then Lee's wife handed Grandma a tin can with a single dry bun and some spicy pickles. Trembling, Grandma had no choice but to eat what she was given. Lee's wife snapped again, "Once you're done eating, go back to your room and don't come out until I tell you to." Wang was completely shocked. Never in his life had he imagined seeing his grandma treated like this. Lee's wife called out, "Son, come eat with us." But that was it for Wang. He walked to the kitchen, grabbed the same food his grandma had been forced to eat, then pulled his so-called stepmother by the arm, sat her down on the tiny stool, and handed her the food. Lee's wife gasped, "Son, what are you doing?" Wang didn't answer. Instead, he turned to his grandma with a soft smile and said, "Grandma, come sit at the dining table with me." Wang grabbed his father gently, sat him down on a chair, and placed Grandma's food in front of him. "Son, what is the meaning of this?" Wang looked at him with tears in his eyes and said, "Dad, you taught me a very important lesson, and today, I'm just doing what you taught me." Wang's voice trembled as he said, "I'm treating you the same way you treat Grandma." He continued, "How can you sit here enjoying delicious food while giving Grandma only pickles? How can you forget she's the reason you're even alive?" Lee's face turned pale, shame and guilt washed over him. Lee's wife tried to interrupt, "Son, please don't do this." But Wang glared at her and said coldly, "You are not my mom, so don't call me son." Then he turned to his father, "Dad, my mom's only been gone for just over a year, and already you found someone new. Can't you see how she treats Grandma? And you followed her too." Tears rolled down his cheeks as he continued, "Did you forget that Grandma gave birth to you, raised you, and sacrificed everything to make you the man you are today?" Wang's words struck deep into Lee's heart. Then Lee walked to his mother, knelt down and cried, "Mom, I'm a terrible son. I'm sorry. Please forgive me." And despite everything, Grandma smiled weakly and forgave him instantly. So friends, treat your parents the way you want your children to treat you.